One of the things that I find most interesting about cooking is how much you can do with ingredients you already have. And canned beans are a really good example of that. Most of us already have them sitting in a pantry, but we tend to reach for them out of habit, putting them in the same soups, salads, or the same bowls. And it's easy to forget that the same ingredient can go in a completely different direction depending on how you use it. So in this video, I'm going to share 3 simple ways you can transform canned beans and show you how much variety is possible with this one simple ingredient you probably already have. If you're looking for an easy way to add a little bit more crunch to your meals, roasted beans are worth trying. This is a great way to get a crispy texture if you don't have the time to cook up and roast some dried beans. To make them, start by rinsing and draining your beans really well, then pat them dry. You want to remove any excess moisture that will prevent them from getting crispy. Once they're dry, toss them with a little oil and whatever spices you like, spread them out on a baking sheet and roast them until they're gold and crispy. From there, you can add them to any of your favorite recipes to give your dishes a little bit of crunch. Another great way to use canned beans is cooking them in a thick, creamy sauce, and this really comes in handy on weeknights. Sometimes just tossing beans into your recipes can feel a little bland and boring. And a great way to change it up is to cook them in a creamy sauce, and a great example of this is curry. Adding beans to your curry creates a creamy, flavorful texture that transforms an average can of beans into something really satisfying with very little time and effort in the kitchen. And if you're looking for something a little different, beans actually work really well in desserts. Chickpeas are especially great for dessert recipes. You can use them to make edible cookie dough or mix them into melted chocolate to create a homemade chocolate bar with a really satisfying crunch. Whether you blend them with a little bit of maple syrup and vanilla or roast them and add them to some chocolate, adding a can of beans to your desserts is such an easy way to switch things up. Creating great tasting food doesn't have to be complicated or time consuming. All it takes is looking at simple ingredients in a completely different way. Even something as simple as a can of beans can get transformed into something crispy, creamy, or sweet, all without spending a lot of time or energy in the kitchen. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you get notified whenever I put out a new video like this. And if you're looking for some simple recipe ideas for weeknights, you can pick up my free e-cookbook, 30 Easy Vegan Weeknight Meals. You can find a link in the description and in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.